on the floor, they just appear between our words. A little space where there was none, a subtle shift, a different tone. You changed the way you said my name. I felt it before I knew the reason. Like something careful settled in, right where we used to be unguarded. Nothing ended, nothing broke, but closeness learned to tiptoe. When lines are created, not spoken, just known, you stop leaning in even when you're alone. When lines are created, you feel them take shape, in the pauses, the glances, in the things you don't say. We didn't mean to change it, but suddenly we waited. That's how it happens when lines are created. But we started choosing safer words, calling distance respect. I told myself it didn't hurt, you told yourself it was for the best. Your laughter kept its volume, but it lost its weight. Like joy on a schedule, careful not to stay. I miss the way we interrupted, finished thoughts midair. Now everything's so measured, like love needs permission there. We learned the rules without a talk, just felt we're not to cross. When lines are created, not spoken, just known, you stop leaning in even when you're alone. When lines are created, you feel them take shape, in the pauses, the glances, in the things you don't say. We didn't mean to change it, but suddenly we waited. That's how it happens when lines are created. Maybe lines are how we cope when honesty feels dangerous. Maybe distance is the price of not wanting to lose too much. But I still feel you on my side, even with the space we keep. Some lines protect the heart, some just teach it how to ache. When lines are created, they don't look unkind, they just quietly tell you what's no longer mine. When lines are created, you don't fight or fall, you just learn how to miss what you're not allowed to call. We didn't end in flames or blame, just carefully rearranged. That's how love fades sometimes. When lines are if we ever erase them again, I hope we know why they were there. But until then, I'll feel you still on the other side of every line we share. I knew me in the mirror this morning, eyes a little clearer than before. Same old room, but something's different. I don't feel like breaking anymore. I used to flinch at my reflection, like it knew too much to stay. Now it just looks back steady, like it's learned what I won't say. I stopped waiting for permission to be who I already am. There's a new me in the mirror, not louder, just more sure. She doesn't beg to be chosen, she knows what she's worth. I see the cracks, I see the scars, but they don't scare me like they did. There's a new me in the mirror, and I'm finally friends with her. exhaustion, devotion called silence, I'm okay. Now I leave rooms when they empty me. I say no without a fight. I don't confuse being lonely with being left behind. I learned the cost of shrinking down, and I'm not paying it now. There's a new me in the mirror, not loud or just more sure. She doesn't beg to be chosen. She knows what she's worth. I see the cracks, I see the scars, but they don't scare me like they did. There's a new me in the mirror, and I'm finally friends with her. Maybe healing isn't fixing. Maybe it's just telling the truth. Standing still long enough to see what's always been you. I don't need to be perfect now, I just need to be real. There's a new me in the mirror, and she's learning how to stay with her own reflection at the end of every day. I won't trade her back for comfort or the love I used to chase. There's a new me in the mirror, and she's here to stay. I turn off the light, but she's still there, now watching, just breathing aware. A new me in the mirror, and for once I don't look away. Look away. Dinner for one, the table's too wide, your chair still pulls at the side. I pour the wine like it's a ritual, talk to the room like it's mutual. The clock hums low, the lights are kind. I set 2 forks, then change my mind. Your favorite song comes on too soon. I let it play, then leave the room. I thought I'd be stronger by now, but quiet keeps asking me how. It's a dinner for one, but you're everywhere, in the empty space and the extra chair. I make small talk with the night, tell myself I'm doing fine. It's a dinner for one, but you're still mine in my head tonight. I taste the salt, it tastes like you, like things that linger when they're through. I scroll past jokes I used to send, stop myself before I pretend. The candle bends, the moment waits, I eat too slow, it's getting late. I save the last bite out of habit, like you might ask for it, then laugh at it. I practice letting go discreet, but memory keeps taking a seat. It's a dinner for one, but you're everywhere, in the empty space and the extra chair. I make small talk with the night, tell myself It's a dinner for one and I'm still here, setting down what I couldn't keep near. I toast to the parts that survive, to the woman I'm becoming tonight. It's a dinner for one, but I'm learning to feel enough. Yeah, it's a dinner for one, and I'm finally learning to love. I clear the place, the night is done. Tomorrow maybe I'll add a song. For now I sit with what I've won. A quiet heart, a dinner for one. You left your jacket on the back of my chair. Still smells like coffee in October air. We said we'd talk when the timing was right, but timing's a thief that runs every red light. I traced your name in the steam on the glass, watched it disappear like we always do fast. You say you're fine, but your eyes hesitate, like they know something your mouth won't say. We're standing on opposite sides of the truth, smiling like that's what grown people do. We were Polaroids in the rain, beautiful but never meant to stay. Every color running down the frame, still I hold it like it won't fade. You say love's just a moment, not a place, but I keep coming back anyway. Yeah, we were Polaroids in the rain. Your phone lights up, you turn your face down. I don't ask why, I don't make a sound. I've learned silence could scream the loudest when you're trying to be the calmest. We talk about cities we'll never see, make future plans like they're free, but there's always a train you're about to catch, and I'm always the one waving back. I memorize the way you say goodbye, like it's not practice for the last time. We were Polaroids in the rain, beautiful but never meant to stay. Every color running down the frame, still I hold it like it won't fade. You say love's just a moment, not a place, but I keep coming back anyway. Yeah, we were Polaroids in the rain. Maybe I romanticize the cracks, call them constellations looking back. Maybe loving you is my favorite flaw, knowing every rule and breaking them all. If I lose you slow, like a song on low. I don't let go. We were Polaroids in the rain, proof that something real can ache. Even if it slips through my hands, I choose it all the same. So if loving you's a fleeting frame, I'll keep it washed and incomplete. Yeah, we were Polaroids in the rain. Still got your jacket, still smells like then. If this is the end, I'd start it again. You say my name like you're testing the sound, like you might keep it or put it back down. We're dancing around what we both understand, using soft words like a ceasefire plan. Your laugh fills a room, then it quietly leaves, like the echo of something we used to believe. I count every step from your door to my car, like distance is measured in how close we are. We don't call it love, but we don't say it's not. We live in the space that the truth forgot. Almost don't break clean. still folded on half of my chair, like you planned on coming back or just didn't care. We talk in circles, call it being deep, but we're just afraid of what honesty keeps. I rehearse goodbyes I don't want to say. You hold my hand like it's temporary. Every promise comes with an exit sign. Every kiss feels borrowed time. You look at me like you're trying to decide if love is something you're willing to try. Almost don't break clean. They linger in ways you don't see. They hang in the air when you sleep, like a line you forgot to delete. We were almost everything, almost brave, almost free, yeah, almost free, yeah, almost don't break clean. They stay with you longer than me. Maybe we were right for the wrong moment. Maybe fear just dressed up as being honest. I'd rather hurt now than wonder then, but I still check for your name now and then. If I'm honest, that's the hardest part, knowing how close we really are. Almost don't break clean. They teach you what love could be. They leave you just close enough to miss what you didn't keep. We were almost everything, almost everything. Now you're a ghost in my street. Yeah, almost don't break clean. They stay when you try to leave. If you ever ask who I used to be, I was a girl who believed in almost like these. You talk about forever like it's just a word, something you say when the silence hurts. I line my doubts along the sink, watch them fade while I overthink. Your keys are loud in the quiet room, like every sound is a leaving cue. You kiss my head like a habit you keep, not like something you plan to need. We say we're fine, but we don't look sure, like love's a question without a cure. We never learn to stay, only how to make it feel okay to leave before the cracks show through, before goodbye has to be true. We built a house out of yesterday, but never planned where the future would stay. Yeah, we never learned to stay, we just learned how to walk away. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your coffee's cold on the edge of the night, like you forgot why you poured it twice. We talk about things that don't matter much, because the real ones ask too much. I fold my heart in a smaller part, so it fits where you are, not where you aren't. You promise time like it's something free, but time keeps asking more of me. You hold me close when you're half gone already, like love's a door you won't lock steady. We never learn to stay, only how to make it feel okay to leave before the cracks show through, before goodbye has to be true. We built a house out of yesterday, but never planned where the future would stay. Yeah, we never learned to stay, we just learned how to walk away. Maybe loving you was a beautiful lie, or maybe fear just learned how to hide. I don't regret the nights we tried, I just regret how often we said someday. If I'm honest, I still hope you call, even knowing it won't change it all. We never learned to stay, but we learned every way to stayed. Your suitcase leans against the wall like it knows you better than I do at all. We keep the lights on way too late, talking circles, dodging fate. You smile like you've already gone. I pretend I don't see the countdown. We're good at love in the in-between, bad at asking what it means. There were soft exit signs in every room, little warnings I ignored for you. Every promise had a quiet clause, every kiss had a built-in pause. We loved like time was something we'd outrun, like endings only happen to someone. Yeah, they were soft exit signs, and I read them all too late in time. Your voice goes low when you say my name, like you're trying not to make it stay. I keep souvenirs of almost true, like they'll someday turn into proof. We plan our days, but not our fears. We talk in jokes, not souvenirs. I tell myself this is enough when enough starts sounding rough. You hold me close, then pull away, like closeness costs too much to pay. Yeah, we're soft exit signs in every room, little warnings I ignored for you. Every promise had a quiet clause, every kiss had a built-in pause. We loved like time was something we'd outrun, like endings only happen to someone. Yeah, they were soft exit signs, and I read them all too late in time. Maybe love doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers, sometimes it bows out. I'd still choose you, knowing the cost. Some things are worth the almost lost. If leaving was your safest way, I was the risk you couldn't stay. There were soft exit signs, but I stayed, believed in what we almost said. If loving you was borrowed light, I'd spend it all, no second side. We weren't wrong, just out of sync, two hearts afraid to overthink. Yeah, there were soft exit signs, but I'd miss you even if I'd known. If you ever wonder where I went, I stayed too long in the present tense. You show up late with that half-smile grin, like you're not sure what you're walking in. I've learned the art of reading your face, like weather that's about to change. Your coat's still on, keys in your hand, like staying was never in the plan. I make small talk, you make it light. We both avoid the wait tonight. We keep our hearts on a need to know, afraid of things we already know. We live between hello and goodbye, in that fragile in-between time, where love feels close but not allowed, when nothing's said but it's all out. You hold me like you're passing through, like staying might be asking too much of you. Yeah, we live between hello and goodbye, where almost love learns how to hide. Your phone lights up, you don't look down, like distance is a safer sound. I trace the cracks in your porcelain calm, like they'll tell me where you've been gone. We make plans that don't go far, just like it's a guess. We smile like this is what we chose, but silence keeps proposing more. We live between hello and goodbye, in that fragile in-between time, where love feels close but not allowed, where nothing's said but it's all loud. You hold me like you're passing through, like staying might be asking too much of you. Yeah, we live between hello and goodbye, where almost love learns how to hide. Maybe timing isn't innocent, maybe we just don't know how to risk it. I'd rather fall and stand this still, but standing still is safer still. If you ever choose a side, I hope it's not the one where I stay behind. We live between hello and goodbye, where hearts don't break, they just divide. I loved you in the only way you'd let me love you anyway. If someday you ask me why I never asked you to stay that night, it's 'cause we live between hello and goodbye. And I knew how that story writes. If this is where our story ends, it started somewhere in between. You lean your head against the door, like you've done this 1,000 times before. I watch your shadow cross the floor, it knows the way out better than yours. We talk about the weather again, like it's safer than where we've been. Every sentence stops halfway, like it's scared of what it might say. We're fluent in avoiding the truth, like it's a language we both grew into. There's a part we never say out loud, it hangs between us, heavy now. We dress it up in jokes and smiles, pretend it hasn't been here a while. I feel it every time you stay just long enough, then slip away. Yeah, there's a part we never say, and it's the loudest thing you don't say. Your hand finds mine like muscle memory, like it still remembers who we used to be. You talk about someday again, like someday doesn't ask for when. I rearrange my expectations, call it patience, call it faith, but hope feels thin at the edges now, like paper worn from folding doubt. We keep our hearts on silent mode, afraid of what might overflow. There's a part we never say out loud, it hangs between us, heavy now. We dress it up in jokes and smiles, pretend it hasn't been here a while. I feel it every time you stay just long enough, then slip away. Yeah, there's a part we never say, and it's the loudest thing you don't say. Maybe truth is a fragile thing that breaks if you touch it wrong, but silence has a sharper edge, and it's been cutting all along. If loving you is reading signs, I've memorized every line. There's a part we never say out loud, but it's written on us anyhow, in every pause, in every breath, in all the words we almost left. If this is where we let it stay, unspoken but still in the way, yeah, there's a part we never say, but it's the part that made me stay. It's the loudest they don't say me. I'll know them, I've heard them name me. If you ever find the words someday, I'll know them, I've heard them anyway. Your shoes are on, but you're still here, like you're waiting on a reason, not a year. I watch the clock, pretend it's kind, while every second picks a side. You ask me how I've really been, I give you half of everything. The truth is loud, but I keep it tame, afraid you'll hear your name. We circle endings we won't choose, like choice is something we can lose. If you stayed 5 minutes more, I don't know what I'd ask you for. Maybe honesty, maybe proof that leaving isn't the only truth. I'd tell you things I never said, I'd let my courage speak instead. Yeah, if you stayed 5 minutes more, I might not let you out that door. Your jacket hangs like it belongs, like this was right before it went wrong. We laugh too hard at nothing much, like noise can fill the missing touch. You say you hate goodbyes like this, I say nothing, bite my lip. Somewhere between your hand and mine is every word I left behind. We act like time is on our side, but time keeps asking us to decide. If you stayed 5 minutes more, I don't know what I'd ask you for. Maybe honesty, maybe proof that leaving isn't the only truth. I'd tell you things I never said, I'd let my courage speak instead. Yeah, if you stayed 5 minutes more, I might not let you out that door. Maybe love is just a dare you take when you stop playing fair. I've played it safe, I've played it smart, but safe still breaks a careful heart. If this is all we let it be, then almost all that's left of me. If you stayed 5 minutes more, I'd stop pretending I'm secure. I'd say your name without a shield, I'd tell you everything I feel. If you stayed just long enough to see I'm stronger than my fear. Yeah, if you stayed 5 minutes more, you'd know why letting go hurts here. Your hands on the door, mine's in the past. 5 minutes feel like they could last. say my name like it's nothing new, like it doesn't still pull me to you. We sit too close for being fine. Call it coincidence, call it timing. Your knee brushes mine, you don't move away. Like distance is a game we don't know how to play. I laugh too quick, you look too long. We both know where this could go wrong. We act like this is under control, but control's just fear in better clothes. We pretend it's casual, like hearts don't get involved at all. Like staying late don't mean a thing, like silence doesn't scream. We pretend it's casual, but every touch is careful now. If this is nothing, tell me how I feel you every way somehow. You talk about someone you almost met. I say that's nice and quietly ache. I didn't know jealousy could be so polite. Just sitting there, smiling through the night. We split the bill, we split the blame. We split before it needs a name. You say, text me like you're unsure if you want me close or just not gone. We keep it light, we keep it cool, like feelings follow different rules. We pretend it's casual, like hearts don't get involved at all. Like staying late don't mean a thing, like silence doesn't scream. We pretend it's casual, but every touch is careful now. If this is nothing, tell me how I feel you every way somehow. Maybe I'm reading too deep again, or maybe shallow is how this ends. I'd rather fall than play it safe, but I don't know what you can take. If I asked you to choose a side, would you stay, or would you smile and hide? Ooh, we pretended it was casual, but nothing real is that minimal. You don't look at someone like that without risking where your heart's at. If this was just a passing thing, then why does goodbye still sting? Yeah, we pretended it was casual, but love was anything but that. Next time you say it's nothing at all, I'll try to believe you, I really will. You start a sentence and change your mind, like truth needs better time, and then tonight your eyes give you away again. They always do before your words can. We sit in silence like it's planned, like this is something we both understand. Your hand is close but not quite mine, like closeness crossed a fragile line. We breathe in sync but don't lean in, afraid of how it might begin. We almost said it, but we didn't. Let the moment pass unbidden. Every feeling stood in place, waiting for the right escape. We almost said it, felt it rise, watched it fade behind our eyes. Yeah, we almost said it true, and now it's living between me and you. You laugh too soft at something small, like humor's there to stall the fall. I trace the grain along the table, like answers hiding what is stable. You say it's complicated, slow, like that explains what we both know. I nod like I agree with you, like almost something people do. words are doors we never tried. Then silence is where feelings hide. We almost said it, and that's the ache. Not the words we didn't make. It's knowing how close we came to changing everything that day. If someday you look back to and feel the weight of almost you, just know I almost said it too. And sometimes almost hurts the most. You meet my eyes, then look away. We almost said it. Not today. I wait for the pause. I follow the sound like the truth might slip out. If I stay around, you smile mid-sentence, then look away. Like something honest almost got away. The room feels smaller when you get quiet. I know that look, you're about to deny it. I count the spaces between your words, like silence is saying what never gets heard. I don't interrupt, I let it breathe. Sometimes pauses tell me more than speech. I wait for the pause, where you might let it fall, where your voice drops low and you stop pretending you don't know. I wait for the pause, for the crack in your walls. If love's gonna speak at all, it'll happen there after it stalls. Your fingers drum on the edge of your glass, like you're running from something you've already passed. You say we're good, but it lands unsure, like reassurance that doesn't quite cure. I nod like I'm fine with the halfway truth, like I don't need more than what you choose. But every breath you don't complete leaves a little more space in me. I've learned not to rush or was scared to stay. Some feelings only come out delayed. I wait for the pause, where you might let it fall, where your voice drops low and you stop pretending you don't know. I wait for the pause, for the crack in your walls. If love's gonna speak at all, it'll happen there after it stalls. Maybe I'm mistaken patience for hope and silence for a sign to hold. But if you ever stop midline, I'll be right here, reading between time. If honesty ever finds its way, I know exactly where it'll stay. I waited for the pause, but it never came at all. You filled the air with sound, so nothing real could fall. If love needed quiet space, I gave it all I had. Now every silence I hear sounds like the chance we never had. You kept talking, I stayed still. I'm still listening, always will. Too close for just friends talking, close enough to hear your breathing stall. You traced a crack along the table like it might tell you when to fall. You joked about the timing again. I smiled like timing was the truth. Every word you didn't finish left a little space for you. We both knew where the edge would be. We just stood there carefully. We didn't cross the line. We just walked it every night, close enough to feel the heat, far enough to still retreat. We didn't cross the line, but we leaned in every time. If restraint is how you define love that scared, then we were mine. Your coat stayed on the back of your chair like leaving was always planned. I memorized the shape of maybe in the outline of your hand. You said this is probably smart, like smart ever stopped the ache. I nodded like I didn't feel every rule we didn't break. We called it respect, called it control, but fear had a hand in both. We didn't cross the line, we just walked it every night, close enough to feel the heat, far enough to still retreat. We didn't cross the line, but we leaned in every time. If restraint is how you define love that scared, then we were mine. Maybe crossing wouldn't save us. Maybe staying safe still cost us. I don't know which choice was worse, but almost feels like its own curse. If you ever wonder why, I still feel you passing by. We didn't cross the line, but it crossed my mind every time. In the quiet, in the doubt, in the things we left unsaid out loud. We didn't cross the line, but we blurred it till it shined. And sometimes that's the hardest kind to leave behind. You smiled like you'd made it through. I went home with all the truth. You hesitate on my name like it carries too much weight, like saying it out loud force you to stay. We sit with our phones face down, like distractions are a boundary now. You tell a story I heard before, I listen like it might end different this time. You pause right where it matters most, like truth is something you almost chose. You hesitate on my name like it's a question, not a fact. Like once it leaves your lips, there's no taking it back. I hear it in the way you breathe, in everything you almost say. You hesitate on my name, and that tells me everything. Your hand moves close, then stops, like it crossed a line in your thoughts. You say this is probably fine, but fine sounds thinner every time. I've learned the sound of your doubt. It lives in the spaces you leave out. You look at me like you want to stay, then glance at the door like it's safer that way. You give me half of what you feel, enough to keep it real, not enough to heal. You hesitate on my name like it's a question, not a fact. Like once it leaves your lips, there's no it back. I hear it in the way you breathe, in everything you almost say. You hesitate on my name, and that tells me everything. Maybe names are promises in disguise. Maybe you're afraid of what they imply. If saying it makes this real, I know why you'd rather conceal. But silence has a sound too, and lately it sounds like you. You hesitate on my name, and I stop asking you to stay. I won't beg you for words you're scared to let escape. But loving me is something you can't say all the way. Then keep your distance, keep your calm, but don't hesitate on my too late to sound like you mean it. It's not a simple divorce, no papers, no locked doors, just two people unlearning what forever was for. We didn't split houses or names, just habits, routines, and blame. I still reach for your side of the bed like muscle memories stayed. You say we'll be okay someday, like someday doesn't make this way. It's not a simple divorce, it's a quiet kind of loss, where nothing's legally gone but everything's off. We're dividing the air, the silence, the past, deciding which memories we're allowed to keep intact. It's not a simple divorce, it's love learning how to let go without a cause. Your mug's still here by the sink, like you just stepped out to think. We didn't choose sides or lawyers, just who gets to hurt in peace. Friends ask how we're doing now, I say fine, you don't ask how. We're experts at keeping it civil while breaking in pieces that don't show. We sign off with polite goodbyes, like respect can soften the knife. It's not a simple divorce, it's a quiet kind of loss, where nothing's legally gone but everything's off. We're dividing the air, the silence, the past, deciding which memories we're allowed to keep intact. It's not a simple divorce, it's love learning how to let go without a cause. Maybe endings don't need a fight, maybe calm can still ruin a life. We didn't scream, we didn't beg, we just slowly stopped choosing us instead. If love fades without a sound, why does it still echo now? It's not a simple divorce, no clean break, no remorse, just 1,000 small goodbyes disguised as being mature. Move on, we always do, but some parts don't get renewed. It's not a simple divorce, it's the hardest way to lose someone you still choose. We never said we were done, we just stopped being one. Your name erased from my door, but I still say it in the hall, like muscle memory. Forgot that you don't live here at all. The pain is fresh, the silence too. Every wall's a different hue. I moved your things, I moved my days, but some ghosts don't need a place. I told myself this was the cure, but healing isn't just erasure. Your name erased from my door, but I hear it every night in the way the house settles in the absence of your light. I took down every trace of you, left nothing I could see. Your name erased from my door, but not from me. The mailbox doesn't call your name, but I still check it just the same. Old habits knock before they leave, like they don't know who they should be. I changed the locks, I changed the tune, taught the rooms to live without you, but every step still knows the floor, like love remembers more. I learned that space can't teach the heart where to stop, where not to start. Your name erased from my door, but I hear it every night in the way the house settles in the absence of your light. I took down every trace of you, left nothing I could see. Your name erased from my door, but not from me. Maybe time's not meant to delete, just rearrange what we keep. I don't need you back inside, I just need peace with the past tonight. If loving you left a mark, I won't pretend it didn't start. Your name erased from my door, and that's as far as I'll go. I won't rewrite what we were just to make it easier to know. I'm learning how to let it fade without denying it was true. Your name erased from my door, but the love's finally learning to move. The door is closed, the night is still. Your name is gone, but I'm here still.